What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Heroclix video. We are gonna be going over the I think it's seven legacy cards from Empyre. We're gonna go over them fairly quickly, but they have been making better and better legacy cards as each set has been released, and this by far has been the best. I think almost all of them have some use in some competitive format. Some competitive capacity if you're making a certain type of team, but they've done a good job of giving them updated powers, traits, point values, even keywords for some of them, because some of them that didn't have cards. So let's start with Scarlet Witch number 52 from the Fantastic Forces set. You can see she's just a prob piece. That's kind of a simple way to put it, but she is a prob piece, and it's 35 points with 10 range. She has Brotherhood of Mutants team ability, and she has the Avengers keyword, Mystical, and Brotherhood of Mutants. She has a trait, Get Away from My Family, phasing teleport. When Scarlet Witch uses it after resolutions, she may use Force Blast as free. That part is kind of, the second part is kind of irrelevant, but the phasing part's okay because she can just move out. But you can see the stats are not that great. She only moves 7. But the 10 range is really relevant for her prob. So if you're in the market for prob for Brotherhood of Mutants, she's one, but you could do better because there are 2 destinies that are cheaper than her and better. In the Mystical, like that's all they have are probs, so you probably don't want to be playing her in that. And in Avengers, same thing. Avengers have a lot. I mean, there's other Scarlet Witches that you could play that have prob. There's also Captain Marvel, who can also prob and also attack. So she's okay, but she's probably the worst one out of the bunch. Okay, the next one we have Mockingbird number 17 from the Sinister set. I think this is the experience. Oh, the Scarlet Witch was the rookie. So Mockingbird here is 20 points, Avengers team ability, Avengers keyword, shield keyword, scrolls keyword, sidestep stealth as a trait, and the other trait, the first time Mockingbird is KO'd, do not remove her from the game. Instead, after resolutions, place her in the square she last occupied on click 3. She is now friendly to your opponent's force and has the scroll team ability for the game. She is on the surface like just pretty bad, right, if you look at the stats and everything, but the more you delve into it, 20 points, 5 clicks with sidestep stealth traded. And close combat expert and close combat reflexes, not too bad, but she's a cheap scroll, shield, and Avengers character that can up your theme count. At 5 clicks, they're gonna actually have to put some effort into KOing her. Of course, the downside of it is when she dies, she goes to your opponent's team on click 3, but whatever. She's also not that, so along with Scarlet Witch, she's not as useful, but she's not useless. So there are some applications for her to be on a team. She's a good tie-up piece just because they got to do 5 damage to her, and they got to deal with combat reflexes, And if they leave her alone, she does have close combat expert for what it's worth. 10 for 3 for 20 points. It's not really that bad for something that it's only 20 points, but you want them to attack. So Mockingbird is kind of like on the cusp of just a level above Scarlet Witch. Okay, now we come to a slightly better piece. We have Hawkeye from the Avengers set, the 2007 Avengers set, the first set where they had cards. Regular set, that is. He's number 56. He is the super rare from that set. He's 45 points. He's got 8 range, 1 bolt. And he has a trait, All I Need Is My Trusty Bow. When Hawkeye makes a range attack, you may choose to modify either attack or range +2. With an 8 range, you're probably going to be pumping it to an attack +2 because he has a 9 attack, so you want to go to 11. Oh, by the way, his keywords, Avengers, Great Lakes Avengers, and Thunderbolts. Not that great, but he's an Avenger. And the fist power, which he has his entire dial, is Trick Arrows. When Hawkeye hits after resolutions, he may use either Smoke Cloud or Barrier as free, but only to generate 1 marker adjacent to the square of a hit opposing character. It's not nothing, but it's not really anything either. It could just be a minor hindrance annoyance to them because you could put a blocking terrain in front of them and they gotta deal with that. And then the defensive power, which he has on the back half, last 3 clicks of his dial, could be pretty good if he gets hit. It's when an opposing character within range and line of fire makes a range attack, roll 2d6. If the result is equal to or higher than the finalized attack roll, that attack misses all targets. And that's called arrow down the barrel. Now, it's important to note that he doesn't have to be attacked himself. It's just anyone that makes an attack on the other side. And it's the finalized attack roll. So, you know, they can still use their props and stuff. But hey, they can miss all targets if you roll well, or they don't roll that high. But his dial is not that great. It's, you know, 16s and 15s on defense, damages 1 click of 3, then 2 the rest. 3 clicks of running shot, but he does have 6 clicks for 45 points. He's at fringe piece at best if you're looking for a Hawkeye with, like, you know, a long range running shot. Because if you really want to look at it, he's an 8 range running shot with an 11 attack, 3 damage, with an effect afterwards. But other than that, he's slightly above Mockingbird as well. So on to the next one. We have Joe Fixit, and this is in same vein as the Fantastic Four characters that have similar traits, a new Fantastic Four trait. But he's 75 points, the Fantastic Four team ability, he's Brute and Fantastic Four keyword, and he has the new Fantastic Four trait, like I said. Passenger 1, but only to carry a character with the Fantastic Four keyword once per game, or once per turn, when Joe Fixit is carried and placed adjacent to 2+ opposing characters. After resolutions, he may make a close attack. So all of those 75 point FF guys that have this trait, they all do this same thing. So he's going to fit right in. He's also 75 points, just like that. He has foot power, which he has on the back half of his dial. Incoming, leap climb. When Joe Fixit is given a move action after resolutions, he may make a close attack. Keeps him moving, keeps him attacking, so he can use leap climb to move, and then he can punch after that. And keep in mind that when he does do that here, he has close combat expert on the back. So he'll be doing a 10 for 3 or 11 for 3 in the back half. And his power, which he has on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th click, twin Tommy guns, range 6, 2 targets. So he can still shoot, even if, you know, if you don't want to attack close, he can still shoot with 2 targets. It's not too bad. But really, what it is here is this figure used to be 110 points. So now they chopped off 35 points, which makes this guy at least playable, because his dial, he has 8 clicks, which is already on par with the other characters in the FF set that are similar to this guy. And his stats are, you know, comparable. He does have close combat expert to keep it going. Damage reduces almost all the way down with the regen in the back. So for 75 points with the trait, I think Joe Fixit has a shot to at least make it to the sideline of the team swap for Invisible Woman teams. Or if you really want to play the new Fantastic Four type of team, you play this. So he's another notch above Hawkeye. We're getting there. We're getting closer and closer to the good stuff. So again, it's good, but not great. I guess good would be a little overstatement, but let's just say it's not useless. All right, now the next one we have Namor from Secret Invasion, number 45. He's a rare, and he is a beat stick. So he has a lot of keywords: Atlantis, Avengers, Cabal, Dark X-Men, Defenders, Illuminati, Invaders, Ruler, and Utopia. Oh man, that's a lot. So you can play him on all kinds of teams. He's 150 points, Defenders team ability, and he has the foot power he has for in the first 2 clicks and on the last 4. Wing symbol, flurry, charge but do not half speed. That's already really good. Keep in mind he's 150 points and he is 9 clicks, so that's on par with like a lot of the characters now. And then he has his last 3 clicks. He has a special defense power. It's called Atlantic Rejuvenation, Invulnerability, Regen. When Namor occupies water terrain, he can use regen as free. That's really good because he can regen for free, and then he can act after that if he's on water. And then he has a damage power, which is what I think is the main reason a lot of people will try this guy, because I think this is really cool. He's a damage power, only 1 click. It's called All of the Ocean's Creatures Bow to the Will of the King of Atlantis. Leadership. Power. Generate a standard character from your sideline of 50 points or less that has the dolphin symbol. This effect can only be used twice per game. You could do it on turn 1, you do it on turn 2. You essentially paid 50 points for him because he's 150 points, but if he's bringing in 2 50-point characters from your sideline, he's basically discounting himself by 100 points there. So that's really good, right? That's amazing. Full move charge with an 11 attack, 4 damage with flurry. That's already above what you would expect for something like this. And then he goes to a 12 attack later on. He goes to 11. His stats don't really drop. Only towards the back he does get a 9. But on the last 2 clicks, he goes from 10 attack to 11 attack and 4 damage with the free regen. This guy is definitely a playable piece in my opinion. 150 points might be really high for a tentpole, but if you are building the team thinking that you're going to bring 2 50-point guys from your sideline, this guy's a bargain for 50 points. Just make sure he gets activated before he gets hit off of it, because he only has it for 1 click. But I think this piece can definitely see play on definitely on the casual level, but going forward, whenever they make characters that have the dolphin symbol that are 50 points or less, immediately going to look at Namor and see does that guy fit on the sideline to bring in. So this guy, I think, has the potential to be really good. Captain America, number 64 from the Ultimate set, which is the rookie. As you can see, it's a yellow base. This one, I think, has the chops to be very playable, viable in modern and bronze. I think they knocked it out the park with this character, or this figure design. 50 points, has the Avengers team ability as a trait. Avengers, Wakanda, past soldier as keywords, which is perfect. And like I said, he has the Avengers initiative trait. Captain America has the Avengers team ability, and then the other trait, just waiting for an opening. Close combat expert. Okay, keep that in mind. And then free, make it close attack. With charge on his first 3 clicks, he basically charges in with a close combat expert, so he's hitting for 11 for 4, and then he can free make a close attack after that, so he's hitting for another 11 for 4. So theoretically, he could come in, charge with a light object, hit for 5, and then free make a close attack, hit for 4. So the 9 damage for this. And then here's the other part that kind of puts him over the top. While the real Black Panther was in Wakanda, sideline active. When a friendly character named Black Panther 50 points or more is KO'd, you may generate Captain America from your sideline into the square that Black Panther last occupied on click 1. Not even click 6 or click 7, whatever, and then roll a d6 and heal half, just on click 1. So this is a better version of Krakoa and Revival because they don't get a pog. They still get the points, but they don't get the pog. Now, whether you play him on the board or on the sideline, if he's on the sideline and you have a really good Black Panther that they had a hard time dealing, and then this guy comes in, he's 7 clicks deep. His attack and stats aren't that great. However, with close combat expert and that free attack, this guy's amazing. He has 4 clicks in the middle of exploit. So if he does get hit to those, he'll be doing at least 2 attacks with exploit there. And then he does get imperv, so for more reducers. 7 clicks for 50 points with outwit on the back end, and even as flurry, second to last click. Of course, it's a low attack, but this is another piece that can fit even on your main force as an alpha strike character, because he's a 50-point piece that can just do 11 attack for 4 damage, and he does have leadership up top, which will fulfill the kind of need that you have on your team for leadership. So this character, I think, has a chance to be tier 1. And interesting to note, if you do play him from the sideline and Black Panther dies, he comes in. If he dies, guess what? Peggy Carter can come in. And now they got to deal with her. So it's just this train of characters just coming in. And then on top of that, if Peggy, you know, oh, she comes with Becky Barnes, by the way. If she dies or gets KO'd, she Living Legends back up again and they got to fight her again. Of course, that's a lot of points, but if you're playing like a 50-point Black Panther, you're essentially playing a 150-point piece because Black Panther, Cap, and then Peggy. For 50 points. You're paying 50 points, but you're getting 150. Sounds like Namor. All right. Well, that's the my review for this. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think. If there's anything I missed about these figures, but I think the last two figures, like I mentioned, are going to be the most played. Maybe they're most played, but that might mean from nothing to like a couple times, or it could mean that we see Captain America on a lot of teams, both sideline and on main force. So that's it. That's what I got for you. Until next time, guys, remember, only bad players win the dice. See ya.